Last week, South Park went wild on its attacks on Donald Trump. It went on an extreme leftist tangent where they really didn't have much other than Christians are the new woke and Donald Trump bad. We're going to say he has a small peepee. Ha 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 ha. It was one of the lamest South Park episodes in years, and yet it garnered one of the biggest receptions in years as people went to rubberneck about it because the mainstream media amplified it so much. That caused a lot of backlash, and now there's rumors going around that Season 27, Episode 2 did not come out this week and was actually delayed because of that backlash. This all ties into the Paramount Skydance merger that's going on in the background. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into this in just a moment. So please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in the culture, my friends. Yes, they turned Charlie Kirk into Cartman. Pretty funny stuff. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And guys, I'm on my Fandom Pulse Substack. This is the news website that tells the unfiltered, leftistized news. Unleftistized. Oh my gosh, I can talk pretty one day. I write better than I talk. But we over here actually post a lot of content that I can't cover all of it in one day on here. We both have positive things for culture that's made by Christians and conservatives outside of culture. We talk about things like the South Park thing. We have op-eds, everything a news site should have. And we're building this really, really well. And so I urge you to get on here on the Substack. It's on the description below. This is a wonderful place. I like Substack because it's a free speech platform where you can say whatever you want, unlike the one we're on now, guys. And there's been a lot of problems over the last year. If you don't know, the YouTube algorithm has switched to a point where they are definitely suppressing all non-sort of mainstream channels, let's call it. And so things have gone absolutely crazy on that level. I've talked about it here. I've also talked about it on the Substack. I've shown some of the stats on that based on a bunch of different channels like The Quartering, Tim Pool, etc. It's absolutely crazy what they've been doing. And it's actually done on your side of things. So if you don't know about this, like you as a user are getting recommended things because they know that you like this certain segment. They're recommending a lot of things other than that to try to get you deflected away from things as a user is how they're actually doing it. So it's a weird suppression where they're actually just not serving you what you subscribe to and what you want. Now, that's not the case with Substack. Substack generates a mailing list, so I connect with you directly. You'll learn about the topics of the day without me having to fight an algorithm to do so. It's a good place to be. Thanks for being here. Thanks for signing up, and let's check this out. So, yeah, South Park's delayed Season 27, Episode 2. The first episode was out last week, and as I mentioned before, it was just this vicious attack on Donald Trump in a, it's like a Trump derangement syndrome level craziness. It was not like South Park just kind of goes at everybody. Ha, 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 ha. No, they declared woke is dead. They declared that Christianity's the new woke and that everybody's pushing this like extreme right Christian messaging everywhere across media and the like, which is not happening. If you've gone to see any movies lately, The Fantastic Four was yet another feminist MCU movie. Superman was riddled with this like pro-Palestine politics and anti-Elon Musk Twitter politics that were very heavy-handed in it. And yet every single TV show you ever watch just has the same diversity Netflix casting that they had before. Nothing has, in fact, changed. Now, the only thing that's changed here is South Park, which used to make fun of the crazy feminist wokeness and things like that in culture, now is only making fun of Trump and in a way that's like, it seems angry more than funny. Very weird on that level. Now, South Park did sell out, and they sold the whole deal for $1.5 billion, and they got their payday for this. So there's possibility that, they were, changed and changed their content tune because of that as well. That just happened right before this. Very, very strange. There's also the Paramount and Skydance merger that's going on, which they're claiming is causing them to, quote, have to censor themselves, though they went crazy and actually did an AI deepfake of Donald Trump, showing him completely nude in a way that, like, if they had any kind of censorship whatsoever for real, obviously they wouldn't have done that. Crazy stuff on that level. So they're using that kind of as an excuse, but how much of it is real and how much it isn't, we don't really know. Now, Paramount and Skydance have been in this sort of like battle where, Paramount's in a lot of trouble. Skydance is coming in and actually just trying to sweep this up, and they've had to deal with the FEC on that level. there are rumors behind the scenes that the administration has said, you know what, you got to dial down some of your woke content if you're going to be allowing this to happen, and they're trying to comply with that. Now, that's just rumors. That's not actually been confirmed anywhere. And again, when you're looking at the South Park content, it kind of looks like they're allowed to do whatever they want, to be honest. Now, when they did this episode, the Trump administration actually chimed in saying that the show's irrelevant, they're a bunch of has-beens, etc., and just kind of just poo-pooed the show as something stupid. And they actually then, are going out and doubling down with a episode in terms of the trailer for episode 2, which seems to be attacking conservatives and Republicans and Donald Trump even harder on this level. The trailer just shows Cartman as Charlie Kirk, and then Donald Trump, rubbing the legs of Satan and the like. And it's kind of just an eye-rolling kind of thing that doesn't look particularly funny. Now, it did get the best ratings of any season premiere for a long, long time, with over 6 million people tuning in. And I think they tuned in because of all the hype from the media. The media regurgitates this stuff. It's really interesting. They all claim censorship. They all regurgitate the same things, and then it gets this like Streisand effect where it gets even bigger. It's whenever the media is claiming censorship and the like, I always go, oh, that's pretty fake, because as a person who's not in the mainstream media and is blacklisted from all this stuff, I can tell you what real censorship looks like, and it does not look like South Park, right? You don't get a contract like this. It's not a thing on that level. But that's where they're at. Now, Charlie Kirk actually responded to this by changing his profile picture to Cartman, which is pretty funny just by itself. There's this right here, and you can see it very entertaining that he did so. This is pretty good. He's leaning into it, and this is what I always recommend when you have a couple ways to handle things like this. One, you can completely ignore it. Two, you can get mad at it and rage at it. Or three, you can lean into the meme and just show you have a sense of humor. And I think when you do that, you win, and you show that you actually have more cultural impact and the like. Yes, Charlie follows me. Nice guy. So I know some people view Charlie in our circles kind of as like a maybe part of a corporate shill sort of thing, but nice guy. I've had him over at the house before. I know him, and I could tell you he is working within the machine for sure. But at the same time, he's got a good soul and is actually trying to do the right thing as well. So I'm very glad that he's getting this kind of cultural prominence. I didn't really have him being the most relevant cultural person in 2025 that South Park makes fun of him on my bingo card, but here we are at this point. Pretty funny at that level. So what's interesting is they've already delayed South Park. So this season premiere even happened before. They delayed the episode premiere for a while, which they claimed was actually due to the merger also. They said the merger is a shit show. It's effing up South Park. And that's the case for a lot of shows, because a lot of shows don't, and it's not because of politics, but it's because they don't know what the budget is. They don't know when they're going to be allowed to actually air things. If you notice on the Star Trek end, which is another big property for Paramount, they delayed the release of Strange New Worlds Season 3 as well, and did not have a date for when that would actually be on the air for a long, long time. It was kind of a weird thing on that level. Now, they also went to Comic-Con last week, and at last weekend, they literally went out and said, I don't know what the next episode is next week. It's super stressful. Now, he was referring to the fact that South Park does things very topical and very much on a level where it's like, okay, next week we got to find whatever the hot thing is and actually be talking about that, because that's what they tend to do. And that is a kind of a stressful way to be, not having things planned in advance to be able to do things like that. But this one was obviously planned in advance, and so was the season premiere. I mean, there wasn't anything super, I'd say, like right now about that episode. It was very much something that could have aired any time over the last couple of months, because it was just Donald Trump, small pee-pee, ha 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 ha, for like 20 minutes. It was pretty painful. And this one, Charlie Kirk going out and going to college campuses is not particularly like of the minute topical as well. So this was supposedly in the can, and what was rumored through the media and on X is that this was supposed to come out actually last night, if you're watching this video when it drops, and then be out on Paramount Plus today. However, they delayed it and punted it an extra week because there was such backlash going on from their viewership and the like, because actually South Park has a more right-leaning viewership than it does a left-leaning viewership at this juncture, because they went hard on the left for years and all their crazy wokeness for years. And so because of that, they've kind of ended up in that spot. Now, since they went and just trashed basically their base through this, they apparently are allegedly, again from what people are saying in the media, are delaying this to try to maybe soften the message a little bit. So we'll see what happens with this. They've got another full week to get this into place in the way that they want it, I guess. But this is interesting that they have gone too far with the TDS, the Trump derangement, and they're still. I mean, the trailer still has the exact same thing in it, so they're still going forward with the same message and the like. We'll see what happens on this level. But yes, I don't know whether South Park just sold out, and actually because of that $1.5 billion contract is just pushing this like this. Don't know if the mergers got anything to do with this whatsoever, or don't know if they just are looking at their fan reaction and realizing they made a huge mistake. We'll see what happens on this, and we'll cover it when the episode comes out as well. What do you think about this? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for being here. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for my Substack, fandompulse.com, guys. So important. We are telling the news every single day. We have so many articles here. Like I said, I can't get to them all on YouTube. Very important stuff. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here.